The Concord, and ladies and gentlemen, last I left off, I forgot to show a step, and I didn't get a whole lot done because I had to go get my mouth molded for a new set of teeth, and of course a lot of other little adult responsibilities. But anyway, I did forget to show a step when I did the Concord, and that is masking the canopy here. And I don't know if you can, hopefully you can probably see it. I painted the clear parts, basically a gloss black. I was going to smoke it, but I thought, well, if you look at the picture, I mean, even that looks, black on the canopy there. So, and there's no, cockpit or anything in there for whatsoever. So, in something in this scale, you can paint the smoke the windows or paint them black, and you'll be a-okay on that. So I got that painted, then I masked them off with Tamiya tape, and then I sprayed the whole thing with basically white paint, like so, and went back in and painted the engines, which is I want to say a gunmetal gray on both sides. I gotta put a little bit of white. I gotta put another coat on it, and I thinned it a little low on there. But anyway. And I don't know if you can see it. Now I got to keep it clean, and I'm not by no means going to be dirty. But if you look, there's some very subtle shading on there. That's what I like to do. It makes it, to me, it makes it look realistic, and of course, my style. If you see, anyone can build a kit, and they all look the same. But when you see just your touch on it, that's I think what it's modeling's all about. But anyway, very, very little subtle shading. I got to do a little bit more on there. Just a very, very subtle shading on the bottom. Finish subtle shading on the top. And then I'll go back in with the white. And I'm going to mist it over, and it'll really blend it in. And that way, you can see from a distance it's solid white. But if you get up on it, you can see just a very hint of subtle shading. That is what we want. So a little more shading, and then I'm going to coat it all with a clear coat, and then we'll start the decals, and we're going to do the old British Airways tail on there. So anyway, that's where I am on the Concord. A lot of people ask, I know people just starting to get into airbrushing, and they ask me, what do I use? And I'll be the one to admit, I have name brands. I also have clones and cheap airbrushes, and those are the ones that I like the best, are the cheap clones. This is a Harbor Freight, which is just about to go because I abuse them. Really, I clean them, but there's a point in time where they just absolutely do not work anymore. How many? You just can't. They just can't. But they're cheap enough to where, I mean, I get my money's worth out of a $15, $20 airbrush. I mean, really get my money's worth. And once it goes, you can go get you another one if you really so desire. I like siphon feed because I change colors midstream. When I airbrush, if I need to, I want to say, modulate a different color, I'll take the cup off. You can clean that quicker, get you a new paint on there, and continue on. That's just the way I do it, my style of painting. Again, if you don't know clones, for example, Master's absolutely clone off of a name brand, because, and I'll even say it, the factory that makes the name brands, they also make the clones. So I mean, you're getting a quality one, but not a quality one either. But it's the same thing. And once you, I want to say, not master the airbrush, but really know the inner workings, you can really make the clones work for your advantage. That's a gravity feed. I like them for basically one coat. It's hard to really change paint in midstream if you're trying to. Again, I like to modulate paint. It's just quicker if you do the siphon feed. But anyway, I got about, I don't know, 20 something different airbrushes, everything from name brands, clones, cheap, and they all work, and they all, you know, have different purposes. You know, one you can do really detail work, others just broad general airbrush. But anyway, I do like clones, so that is what I like to use. But anyway, that's what I got going on today. What I use for airbrushing, and the Concord getting a little bit of weathering and getting ready for decals. So that's what I got going on today. So stay tuned for the next exciting episode